is the tiredness of the voters. Nobody is going to win back-to-back-to-back MVPs.
Nobody's won that since Bird.
Yeah, that's not going to happen ever again, if I'm being completely honest with you. You could have a season where you average 40, 10, and 5, and somebody's going to average 38, 12, and 7, and they're going to get the MVP.
The worst part about Jokic not winning the MVP this year was that this was the year he was most deserving of the award, in my opinion. He was the number one seed. His stats were crazy. Everything was like, yeah, no, he should win. The problem was the other 2 years, there was more of an argument for him not to win, and they gave it to him. And then the third year, it's like, this is his most deserving year. Yeah. And then he's showing it in the playoffs and proving that, I should have been the MVP. And now it looks crazy that he didn't win it and Embiid won it. Obviously, Embiid going home and kind of going out sad. I think that's the tough part. So you think he should have won it?
I do. I think his like I said, Nikola, even Giannis, honestly, like those three guys have like put up numbers that would be like, wow, this is deserving of an MVP. I think the fact that the 76ers, I honestly just think it was his time. You know what I mean? Like
they just had to give it to him. They
had to. And that's not a knock on him. He is, in my opinion, the second best big, and it's not close between 2 and 3.
Well, who's 3? I mean, who's the big? Well, you say he's better than Giannis?
Giannis is in the center.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking
okay.
Center.
I was like,
sorry.
I thought I was like,
sorry.
Centers. That's
in
what I was
the
like.
league.
You got to clarify.
Centers in the league.
I was like, wait, who's
Jokic
3?
and Embiid, and then it's not close after that.
Oh yeah, fast. Rudy Gobert?
Yeah, anyways. That was a terrible take. But no, I think that it was just his time. Like I said, I agree. Jokic, this was his best year to get it, but you're not gonna get 3 straight MVPs.
Nah,
Jokic might win next year.
They messed it up by giving him the 2 and then this year.
I think. Well, I mean, because you're looking at what he did the first 2 years, and you're like, wow, like how could he do any better? And then he does better the next year, and you're like, wow, how could you be any better than this? And then he does it again. You're like, oh, we messed up. We should have just waited.
Yeah, you should have just waited.
That's what happened. And I think I don't think that Embiid's going to be back to the same way because I think that James Harden's going to leave.
It's over for the Sixers.
I don't know who you're going to sign.
Nobody.
To replace that. Tyrese Maxey is going to get more minutes and more ball in his hand, but he's not a facilitator like James is.
There's nobody in the free agency.
And James Harden is going back to Houston simply for the strip clubs, which is crazy. What is in Houston?
I mean, he gave up.
I know.
I'm gonna get the bag, bro. I tried this to go get this ring. I'm cool.
My point is valid. He's going back to the strip clubs, and that's it.
And
the wings.
This nigga said the rings. I would just say, Sixers are done. They would have to. Their best bet would be a gamble, but I don't think they even have a coach.
Go get Kyrie.
Yeah, Kyrie's probably the best bet, but I don't know if Kyrie even wants to play with Embiid.
I guess.
And then who on the Sixers is really gonna give him? Are the Sixers really gonna give him the bag? And then who's the coach? Right?
Yeah, that's a big one.
Because you need a coach to really coach him. So their best bet is to get Kyrie Irving, but they messed up. Their biggest mistake was letting Jimmy Butler go.
Facts.
And for the 76ers, I'm going to be honest, once again, it was a gamble. The 76ers messed up by letting Jimmy Butler go, but they gambled on the youth. Who was the youth at that time? The youth was Ben Simmons. And obviously, the way Jimmy Butler likes people that grind. Obviously, Ben Simmons was a player that didn't really work the hardest. Yeah. So, obviously, you can see the tension was Jimmy Butler and Ben, not really Jimmy and Tobias, but they signed Tobias because Tobias was cool with Ben. Yeah. Even though Jimmy Butler had a great relationship with Embid.
Yeah.
Worst mistake, but hey, not a lot of people got eye tests. And, it's gambles. Everything's about gambles because Ben Simmons was supposed to be, the next Bron? That was his hype. That was his player comp.
I know.
and
that's the craziest,
most devastating thing ever. But yeah, summary is: do I think Embiid should have got MVP? Yes, Jokic shouldn't have got it, but this was Jokic's year to really deserve it the most, but they mess up the other 2 years because, if I'm being honest, the MVP has never been the best player in the league award. It's never been a thing. So even though you win MVP, no one's like you're the best player in the league unless you're the media, and the media isn't really the smartest. So, it is what it is. But that completes the sports debate. We had a lot of good discussions. We couldn't agree on the top 5 players, but that's tough. We'll try to figure that out. We need 3 people to really have like a good who we trade out. We got to make trades. Who we could fizzle out of there. Embid is cool, but
get your ass in the back. Get your ass in the back. He can't carry a team,
even though he's injured. So it is what it is. But top 5 players are interesting because they're above everybody else, and a lot of people find that out in the playoffs.
Yeah, facts.
It's your boy Chosen Man, and it's your boy
Chauncey,
and we are out.